My name is David Johnson. I'm a principal analyst here at Forrester Research, and I focus on employee experience. So for me, that is one part organizational behavior and psychology and one part technology. So try to help companies understand how technology affects things like motivation, retention, and people's willingness to engage fully in their work. Employee experience is really the sum of all the perceptions and experiences that employees have when working in the organization, with a special focus on what their daily experience really looks like. And, most importantly, in those experiences, are they able to succeed in what they're being asked to do? Are they able to succeed in important work or not? This particular piece of research was done the way that we would do any research, starting with data and a survey, a couple of surveys actually in this case. We surveyed 1,000 IT decision makers, and we also surveyed about 1,800 people, information workers, to get a sense of how they perceive things differently, because it gives us a chance to have contrast. We also interviewed 9 ID decision makers qualitatively to get a sense of a little bit more color about how they think about technology as it relates to employees and employee experience. And that gave us a good basis for writing the research. We've done a lot of work in research to understand the relationship between technology and engagement. Employee engagement is not something that's new as a concept, but the relationship with technology is. As far as I'm aware, we're the only organization that studied it quantitatively to understand how different technologies impact engagement. Some of the things that stand out are that they need to be satisfied with the collaboration technology that they use. And they need to have easy access to the task-critical information they need to do their jobs. They also need to be satisfied with the overall technology portfolio and the devices that they use. So the way to think about this and the importance of the PC in employee experience is it's the window, the portal, right, through which employees experience their work every day. It's the tool that they use for their meetings. It's the tool that they use to get work done with productivity apps and enterprise apps. And so how good that PC is and how good of a fit it is for the ways that they work matters a great deal. It's a case of penny wise, pound foolish to skimp on the investment in PCs if it's not going to be a good fit for the ways that they work. So one of the recommendations that we make is to reframe technology investments for employees as also investments in employee experience. And that'll also help link it to other business outcomes. And because we were able to quantify some of those a little bit better. So reframing it that way is a good way to think about it. And, investing in modern devices means that you take advantage of the latest capabilities that are offered by the manufacturers. So it could be better Wi-Fi, for example, that's more stable when people are collaborating over their Wi-Fi connection at home, right? So, or has better battery life if they've got to be moving around their homes a lot. Those kinds of things will have an impact on their productivity. So those are the kinds of things to think about. And it's also helpful to involve employees in the PC purchase decision-making process. One of the other things that stands out as well from the study is that the experience with consumer-grade laptops for work purposes isn't as good. Very important to have an enterprise-grade laptop because they tend to be a little more durable, a little more resilient, and have features that employees will value. Could be maybe the ability to authenticate with their finger, for example, and fingerprint without having to log in with a keyboard, things like that. To get started with improving employee experience through technology, one of the most important steps you can take is doing the research. Find out what matters, whether it be through surveys or through interviews or other kind of qualitative means like employee journey mapping exercises. Those kinds of things will help you gain a good picture of what people really need and what's important to them. And then you can have a fact basis for your decisions, and you can take those into negotiations with your vendors and other things. So, a good place to start is that basic research to understand their needs and understand their daily journeys and jobs to be done a little bit better.